guys. So I'm just doing a really quick, I hope, video to kind of tell you guys what's going on. Because if you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know all of this stuff. But I went in Friday to have my C-section and to have Jonathan, and that all went great. But as they were sewing me up, they had taken him and James to another room to check him, make sure he was all good. And he was kind of grunting, and so that just shows signs of a little respiratory distress. And they said because when you have a C-section, you don't push them out. Sometimes they have a little extra fluid in their lungs, and they figured that's what it was. So I'm still getting sewn up and all that stuff. James was with him. So once that was done, they wheeled me back to the recovery room, and as they were wheeling me in, they were wheeling him out to go get him checked out in the NICU. And they found out it wasn't fluid in his lungs. They found out that he has a diaphragmatic hernia, which is basically a hole in your diaphragm, in his diaphragm, which is the muscle that helps you breathe, that separates your chest cavity from your abdomen. And because he had that hole, it allowed some of his small intestine to come up into his chest cavity over his left lung. So it was preventing him from breathing fully. Now, that's a problem, obviously, because he couldn't breathe. And the main issue with that is that it happens during pregnancy, obviously, and sometimes that lung can't fully develop because it's been crowded. And luckily, in his case, it happened later in pregnancy, not early on. So his lung is pretty well developed. His right lung is fine, it's his left lung. But so he had to be rushed to Atlanta to the hospital up here that has a really good NICU, and they specialize in this sort of thing. So we're really lucky to live an hour and a half from that. But I had to stay in the hospital down in where we live in Columbus that night, and James went up with Jonathan to be with him, and my brother also went up with them. So I was stuck at the hospital. It was awful. It was the worst thing ever because I didn't know what was going on hardly, and I was just relying on updates. But luckily, I might have been a little persuasive, but they let me leave the hospital the next morning, or the next afternoon, I guess. So I was only in the hospital for one night. They just made me promise to take it easy. And I came up to Atlanta. My mom, my brothers, my dad, everybody came up. And Jonathan's doing really well. And so we're really thankful for that. He's having surgery tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be not a super long recovery, but we're still talking at least a week or two that we'll be up here. And it's just been really, really crazy. But he's doing so well, so incredibly well. The doctors all say he's doing incredible. And so it looks like everything's going to be really good. It's just crazy right now because, when you're 39 weeks pregnant, you think everything's going to be fine. You don't expect your baby to have to go to the NICU. But he's okay, and that's what's important here, so yeah. But before I just start bawling my eyes out, I just want to let you guys know that he's okay, I'm okay, but he's going to have surgery, and I don't know what I'm going to be on to make another update. But hopefully soon. Or actually, no. I don't know when I'm going to be on to make another update. Just follow me on Instagram because I will be able to update that a lot more easily than a video, because all my time right now is either spent in the hospital or trying to sleep. And that's really it. So just keep that in mind, and I'll try to update you guys when I can. But, there's a lot going on right now. So I'm really busy, but he's wonderful and he's perfect. And I just can't wait to be able to take him home, and I can't wait to hold him because I still haven't gotten a chance to hold him yet, so yeah. But anyway, if you guys could just pray for us, pray for him especially, and pray that everything goes well tomorrow with the surgery and we get to take him home soon. But that's all I have for you guys, and I'll do a better update later with more information. This was the quick version of it. But yeah, I need to get some sleep, and then I'm going to head back to the hospital. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing great, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.